Hey folks, how you doing? So decided to do a shop update video after a while. Couple new things. Been prepping some work here for the 3D 3 Makos. Anodizing still the same. Dremel for them. Not using them much, very little, because I've been using this a lot, and this is a kind of new update. I had one before. I showed it to you guys. I got a second one because it is very useful, and I do use multiple bits on it. So, you know, 90 bucks in Home Depot, for me well worth the money to be able to have two main bits there, so I don't have to ever change them, or, you know, rarely I have to change them. So you see 3/16 single cut carbide burrs, very effective. They actually stay sharper longer than the double cut. Just so you see, double cut are these. You see that it's actually cut cross grain. Sorry about the shaky hands. And that's just one. This is more aggressive. This is much cleaner cut. And I suspect, because it doesn't have the cross cuts and the sharp corners, this stays sharp longer because they don't break away here on the corners. So single cuts, very effective. And then the second thing I use a lot is this. This is, I think, 60 degree or 90 degree, I'm not sure. It's for chamfering. So if you look, this one was done differently, but all the little details on the flipper and in the holes, this one I did, it's mine, so it's a little different. But I use this for all the little details on folders, meaning cleaning up the insides of the holes. Why does it not want to focus? Cleaning up inside of the holes, setting up open and close position, you know, the fine little tuning of the knife when it's still in the raw stage, and doing this chamfers, which, you know, I can clean and put a nice clean chamfer on in areas where I normally wouldn't be able to do the chamfer, you know, nice clean. So that's that. Mill still the same. I'm pretty sure I showed you the rotary table. I still like it a lot. One thing I did got, new thing for the thing, this type of clamp. It's ridiculously expensive. It looks like cheap, you know, Chinese toy, but it's actually very good clamp. It's the one screw system, and you see the little leg on the back provides the leverage, and then this clamps down. Very strong, very effective clamp. This is the smallest one I think they have, or the second smallest. They're really pricey. I mean, this little thing is 30 bucks, I think. It was something like that, close to 30 bucks. Which, that whole set of clamps for mill machines and for the tables, that was like 40-50 bucks. So kind of, it's pricey, but it's good. It's really good. Another little tip, a lot of you guys, clamps to hold things together. This twist can't. Really good clamps. Also not the cheapest one, but very high quality, good clamps. Another big thing, big upgrade, not really big, but a little bit, is my Kool mist system. So you guys seen in the past, hold on, let me spin it, that I did have two Kool mists in the past, but they were short ones, and I always had to put the magnetic base here to reach to my platen, to reach to my whatever I'm doing. Every time Gavko has a sale, which, you know what, if you subscribe to their email list, pretty much every month they have a 20% off and free shipping. Sometimes there is a limit, you know, like you have to buy 200 bucks worth of stuff, but sometimes there is no limit. So pretty much whatever you buy, they're gonna give you 20% off and free shipping, which is, it's actually a big saving. So every time I'm buying, because I buy a lot of, you know, carbide burr bits and carbide end mills, because that's one of the things that you use a lot and they have good prices on it. Every time I was buying, you know, a reasonable purchase, I added one of these 12-inch long Kool mists. This is 18. The original ones were 12, this is 18, so 6 inch longer. This lets me position this anywhere I want, and also because it's longer, much easier to manipulate. The shorter ones, when you try to get certain angle, some of these joints sometimes pop out. It's a pain in the ass to put it back together then, because you have to turn the pressure off, you know, force it back in, click it in. So they were a little bit of a pain, but this way really cool. Also, if I don't want to use them, you know, put it on side, it stays there you know, not in the way. Really like the system. You see that what I did was actually I just took off the magnetic bases on both of them and just clamped them down with the C clamp. I really like it. And some of you guys might also like this. I'm not sure if I showed this before. What I did was, you know, normally you would turn it on and off with this, the little valve. I let those open and just put the regular, you know, 90-degree quick valve or whatever you would call it. Actually, if I can actually even take it off if I need the air hose here for something, but pretty much most of the time I don't. So it's just there, turn it on, off, really good. And for some reason, it might be just because these are new and my other ones were, you know, well used. These have a really good spray, you know, a little stronger. I'll show you. Nice cooling system there is. And some of you guys still don't want to believe. It's not only about being able to kind of prevent and guarantee, if you're not dumbass, you know, guarantee the not overheating and burning the edges and steel after heat treat. It also makes it messy, but it makes it much quicker. So your manufacturing, or whatever you want to call it, your work time goes down, and also your comfort goes up, because no more burnt fingers, no more fires, you know, accidental fires when the sparks or the piles of dust catch on fire. Also, because you are able to grind for longer periods of time, you don't have to take the blade, you know, so you're grinding the blade. Oh, where's the knife? You're grinding the blade, and because you don't have to take it off and on and off to the bucket, you can stay in contact with the platen, which lets you do nicer, cleaner grind. You know, muscle memory. It's, you have that hand in a certain position and you can pretty much grind the whole side of the knife non-stop from start to finish without having to take it off. You know, all you take it off for is to check if your grind lines are fine. So it's a really big help, you know, believe it or not. And if you have air compressor already, that's $100 upgrade, and it's probably one of the best money you're gonna spend on you know, in a knife making shop. So I cannot stress enough how much I recommend some kind of cooling system. And by the way, they do offer, they don't offer, but there are other companies that would make pretty much the same thing, but it's a lot cheaper. It's up to you. I went with the Kool Mist because it's a good brand. I'm not sure if they actually kind of invent this, but they are like the biggest name in this type of equipment. Belts, have to order more. By the way, good aprons, not sure how you pronounce it. High quality, good stuff. I like them. Duluth Trading. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.